That probably wrecks the warranty. BOSCH MITRE saw stand, really cool. Has a lot of adjustments. The outfeed of the wood. We'll even expand up. Very nice. These two brackets go left and right. We already had a BOSCH saw on this, and I'm hoping that that saw matches these and this spacing identically, so I can just pick it up, drop it on without too much trouble. Okay, so let's mount this miter saw. Weighs, I'll double check the weight on this at the end, but I'm guessing it weighs about 30 pounds. Feels like 50. But I think it weighs probably around 30 pounds. We'll check the specs at the end there when we go back. Anyways, let's going to mount that on there. So, one of those heavy 30 pounds. Okay. I think it's like that still. Knock that down. Turn this around nicely. Now let's lift it up and over and onto those sliding pins. Let's do the front ones first. Yeah. Okay. And back. Let's set in the first one. Let's set in the second one. Right there. Too bad. This side here. It's a little pushed on the thing. Let's just smooth this a little bit. There we go. That's better. I'll show you the 4 bolts I was talking about. Okay. There's the one of them. One bolt there. Doesn't come out very far. And there's one more on this side. Same deal. Doesn't come out very far. But really this is the front of your saw, so you don't want a massive bolt sticking out. In the back is where we don't care about it. And you do have a pretty long bolt sticking out the back. I could have put on this little thin one, but that's pretty thin. That's a thin bolt. Wasn't that one right there? And there's one on the other corner. Same deal right there. That's why I like these 12-inch ones. There's a lot of extension. It can do a big wide cut. Those other small ones, the 10-inch ones, there's one over here. This is Makita. This is a 10-inch sliding one. Works almost the same way. Has a double sliding, dual sliding. It slides at the bottom. And it slides a little bit more at the top. Bottom, top. So it extends pretty far. But it cuts about 11 inches or so. It's not a huge wide cut. We do a lot of table saws. See how the guard on that one closes completely? Great covering the blade when it's in its full up position. And this one, like I said before, when it's up, it's the blade down here is still, you got still an inch exposed, and you got an inch about here, not released. So I'm thinking maybe there's a small adjustment to be made on this one, so that it covers that whole gap. Almost looks like it should go up just a little touch more, right? But anyways, so those are your 4 bolts. Now we gotta tighten those up. I guess raise it up a little bit more. Mind your road or what? Again, man. Use a lock washer to hold that bolt up a little bit. Slowly, as soon as it begins to thread, it should be good. Okay. Here we go. There's one. That really should have a washer on it. I don't really need a washer. I'll just put a little more pressure on the thing so it doesn't slide any. Although the chance of this thing sliding is pretty remote. Come on, mister. There we go. So we'll put the lock washer is on there. Right there. We'll put those regular washers on the back ones, because the back ones have much more bolt to hang on to. There. Get that in there. It's a little bit of a trick. There we go. Again, whenever you're doing machines, setting machines up, it's a good idea not to fully tighten the bolts and nuts that you do until all 4 are in place, and that way you don't bend the bolt or it's not placed quite right. You just finger tight everything until they're all 4 are set, and then you can tighten them all up. Okay, we gotta do the back ones. So yeah, so there it is. Make sure all the bolts are tightened. Make sure everything that you have loosened are tightened up again. And there you have it. You gotta make sure this is tied down, bolted down to a table of some kind. Make sure it's bolted to a table, make sure it's bolted to a stand. You don't want this thing sliding around on you. Make sure these things are fixed. You don't want anything sliding around. You don't want any unexpected this. Anyway, that's it. We just slide it back into our little dust collecting section there, and it's pretty much good to go. So we want to pass this top down to something so it doesn't slide around on our miter saw. This thing comes with these extensions that I showed earlier. You open up. They do open up. That's that one. There it is. They open up like this. And so does this one. I don't know if I'm still on camera or what. It opens up. And it's locked in place. Locked in place. It worked well. So, what I do with these plates to fasten the top down to this thing is I drill 4 holes. 2 holes in this one, 2 holes in that one. And I put screws up through the holes that I drill into this board here. That probably wrecks the warranty. However, we do it in a very professional way, and really the manufacturer wouldn't know the difference between a hole that we drilled and a hole that they drilled. We wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So they won't even be able to spot that. So we're going to drill a couple holes. Maybe there. There's a little bit of step down there, so we're not going to drill it there. Right about here-ish. It's always good. Actually, it's not always good. It's like vital. It's, you know, wear safety goggles when you're drilling holes, particularly in metal. But okay, one. Somewhere where we can get at it, right at the edge, more, over to the edge. See if we can do this without punching the hole first. There we go. And then somewhere we can get at the hole. I think right about, right before this little triangle, right there. We can get at the hole. Right there. That's not hot at all. These metal shavings everywhere. You probably should use a brush for that. Metal shavings everywhere. You don't want metal shavings in your hands and your pockets and stuff. Okay. 2 holes. Same on this side. Okay, so then we're going to put this, make sure those plates are down, and I think they are. I think so. Put this back on. The real purpose with this behind this surface that I'm attaching is to make that a wider spot. It makes a nice wide spot to cut wood and wide wood and pieces of wood on it. This saw is being set only for straight 90 cuts. Straight cut, just like this. It's not going to be used for miters. It's not going to be used turning the blade this way or that way or left and right. It's just straight cross cuts. Any miter cuts that are needed are done on the other saw. That keeps this set at 90. Because you set it at 90, you do a cut, then you change it to a miter cut. Back and forth, back and forth. Over time, reset it back to 90 is a little bit off. So then you have to get your square and square it off to 90 and make it perfect again. You change it and you bring it back. Is it really at 90 or not really at 90? I don't know. You have to change, every time it's changed, you got to change it back and you have to make sure it's working at 90. But if you have a saw like this, for cross cutting only, it's set at 90 and stays at 90, you know that anytime you come to this machine, it's going to be a nice square cut. At least more likely to be a nice square cut. But it's late. It's like past midnight. But still, serious about the chop saw. There's a difference between setting it up and running it. Setting it up properly, so everything is tightened, cable's on proper, everything's level and straight. That's one thing. But to use the chop saw, to use the miter saw, or radial arm saw, or any one of these saws, that's a whole nother ballgame. So, honestly, before you use any chop saws, I know two guys that cut their hand practically right through. So before you use a chop saw, make sure you go through a good once-over training. Anyways, be safe on this one. It's a beast. But it's a beauty. So we're done here. I'm going to tie you up a little bit and time to go home. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to get out there and build something.